Okay, so short recollection from last episode. We ended at Scholar waking up in the morning um, and realizing that they are late for class. So that's for those that didn't remember. Um, I brushed my teeth and put on my clothes in record time. Clumsily grabbing my school bag, I rushed out of the dorms and made my way into the school, running the entire time. As I entered the hallway, I stopped, suddenly realizing something. Where are my classes? I can't believe it. Yesterday had been so busy that I had completely forgotten to check where my classes are. I groaned and slapped my forehead. Then I took out my phone and checked my schedule. Well, now I know the room number, but how in the world am I going to know where that room is? The school is huge. I guess I might as well find someone to help me. That is, if there's anybody who isn't already in class right now. Rumble, rumble. My stomach started rumbling really loudly. I love the sound effects added. I'm already late. Might as well get breakfast and avoid starvation. Okay. Get some breakfast at the cafeteria. Alright, let's go. Oh, the pages are going to load. Very long, right? I made my way to the counter and ordered some food. As the lunch lady handed me my breakfast sandwich, I noticed someone taking a nap on one of the cafeteria tables at the very back of the room. It was a boy with dyed hair and a couple of piercings. He looked a little intimidating. I was reluctant to wake him up. He seemed to be having a very nice nap. Well, Forrest, he's the only one who can help you since he isn't in class like everyone else. Hesitantly, I made my way to the boy's table and shook his shoulder gently. Hey, I'm sorry to wake you up, but I kind of need to ask you something. The boy moved slightly, but only to reposition himself and fall back asleep. That's so Axel. Awkward. I shook him a little harder and raised my voice. I know you're tired, but please? This is my first day of school here and I could really use some help right now. The boy grunted before opening his eyes and giving me a dead stare. I gulped. I keep telling you people, no more damn autographs. Give me a break, will ya? I just came back to Arlington. Oh, he's angry. I had no idea why he would assume I wanted his autograph, but the sense of urgency that came with being late to class took over his confusing words. Excuse me, can you show me where this classroom is? I showed him the schedule on my phone. He took a quick look, then raised his eyebrow at me. Sure, no problem. But are you positive you're not going to ask me for an autograph first? I mean, I am Axel, you know? The name sounded familiar, but there was no time for guessing. Okay, let's see. I'll pass, thank you. Let's get moving. I'm Forrest, by the way. Or I'm Forrest, thank you so much. I can't believe I'm late to class on my first day here. I feel so stupid. Or I'm really not interested. Can we please just hurry? Honestly, the second one. I don't even remember which is the good response. Oh, okay, we got there. Axel chuckled. And let me guess. Scholarship student? How did you know? You don't pretend to know everything, unlike the other kids here. He rolled his eyes, genuinely sounding exasperated. Then he gave me a small grin. I wonder what he meant by that. Come on, follow me. I followed him out of the cafeteria. Okay, follow Axel and go back to the main hallway. Alright. There we are. Your class is in classroom 1 on your left. Scholar getting so lost that they couldn't find the first classroom ever. This gets me to this day. Thank you so much. Glad I could help. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some sleep to catch up on. The water really drained my energy. Oh, that's a nice smile, sprite. Waving his hand goodbye, he headed back to the cafeteria. World tour? I shook my head. No time for that, Forrest. You're already over 20 minutes late. Okay, get into classroom 1. So this one? Yes, this one. My heart beat wildly against my chest as I tried to sneak in as quietly as I could. But the room was so large that every single sound I made echoed. It only took a few seconds to be noticed by everybody. I wish I could go back to my dorm and crawl back into bed. Oh, that's a nice sprite. I don't recall seeing you around the school. She went through the attendance list before her finger stopped on one name. Oh, you must be Forrest, our new scholarship student. Murmurs and whispers traveled around the room at the mention of my scholarship. I felt my cheeks burn. Silence! The whispers died. Or is your excuse for being late? I could barely talk with all those eyes on me, and in my nervousness my voice came out weakly. I couldn't find this classroom. I heard a couple of giggles. The teacher gave me a stern but understanding look. You're lucky it's your first day here, or else this excuse would send you straight to detention. Being late is not tolerated in my class. I let out a single sigh. Take a seat. There is an empty one next to Mr. Nakano and Miss Novakova. I look at the back of the class where Tadashi gave me a small wave. Carolina was busy putting on lip gloss. Alright, madam. I made my way to the empty seat. You're struggling way too hard, newbie. I felt myself blush. Okay, I have my schedule ready, and I was sure I set my alarm yesterday. I overslept. I get it, okay, you don't have to rub it in. Yeah, that last one is kinda rude. Don't worry, it happens to the best of us. But on the first day of school? Now that's bad luck. Well, to be fair, yesterday's photo fiasco really wore me out. I think I would have slept through my alarm anyway. Alistair is also like that in the morning whenever he doesn't have a training session. I have to kick his ass. Alistair, who was sitting in front of Tadashi, turned around. Dude, you sleep until 2 p.m. during weekends. It takes energy to run this school. I heard a scoff from behind us. Try waking up at 5 a.m. on every school day because of the athletics department's mandatory morning training, Tadashi. You learn to cherish sleep like it's gold, right, Alistair? Man, I'd give anything for a couple more hours of sleep. Miss Pereira Camargo and Mr. Drew, do you have anything you'd like to say to the rest of the class? Actually, yes, ma'am. I'd like to say that your class is my favorite, and I can't wait until I start learning all about how calculus will have a deep impact on my life. It was hilariously sarcastic, yet innocent, and I couldn't help but stifle a laugh. The teacher narrowed her eyes at both Rocco and me. My amusement died and I put on a straight face. Well, I'd sure hope so. Judging by your lack of motivation and poor performance in my class last year, I expect some improvement. Gotcha. One more word, and it's detention for you, Miss Pereira Camargo. Raquel promptly nodded, and the teacher returned to the blackboard. Carolina rolled her eyes at all of us before putting down her lip gloss and smacking her lips. Amateurs. Oh, look at that! The great Karolina Novakova decided to grace us with her words. Jeez. Indeed, and you should be grateful. Oh my god. You've got to be realistic if you want to convince someone instead of showing excess motivation. You should have told her that you were asking Alistair what the homework was. Smart also. That way, when you answer Miss Rodriguez when she calls you out, she would have believed you and been satisfied that you're actually caring about the homework. It's all about knowing what the person wants and reconciling that with what you want. You'd know all about manipulating people, wouldn't you? Jeez! That's some high-tier attacking. Oh my god. That's already knowing a lot more than you do. It suddenly felt like the class temperature dropped several degrees. Tadashi narrowed his eyes at them. Shut up. I already have to deal with Axel's return today. I don't need the extra stress. I had never seen Carolina blush before. Cute. She looked pretty embarrassed. She firmly clutched her makeup case, looking a little weak, and avoided his gaze. Why did Tadashi's words hit her like that? Oh shit. Axel's back from his tour? Man, he must be practicing his camouflage skills right now. Yeah, he gets better at hiding from Tadashi and the screaming fangirls every time he comes back. Tadashi groaned. That's the only thing that idiot's good at. Can't he just follow the dress code and come to class on time for one day? It would save me so much work. My mind darted back to earlier, to the boy I met in the cafeteria. Wait, does he have dark hair with blonde tips, brown eyes and piercings? Yep, that's Mr. Rockstar, alright. I stared at Raquel, perplexed. You mean he's actually famous? They all looked at me funny. You didn't know? That guy's a legit rock star. He's very popular. I'm surprised you haven't heard of him. He's all over social media. He even does the bit where he strips and throws his shirt into the audience. How do you know that, Tadashi? Okay, Here. She handed me her cell phone. There was a picture of Axel holding a guitar and performing on a stage in front of what seemed like thousands of people. Wow. I knew Arlington was going to be filled with rich, upper-class teenagers, but celebrities? He may be famous, but he needs to get his high school diploma. Unfortunately for us, that means dealing with the crazy fangirls in the hallway and constantly trying to hunt him down in this goddamn school. I couldn't believe it. I had actually spoken to a celebrity. And I might have classes with him. And this is only my first day at Arlington. He's still no match for you, Tadashi. I know. Smack bastard! The bell rang, and the others gathered their things. Raquel was the first to dart out of the classroom. Now that I think about it, I totally should have seen it coming. Axel was talking about a world tour. Assumed I was going to ask for an autograph and seemed very tired. I really should have pieced it all together. And I'm supposed to be a scholarship student. That guy probably has a lot to deal with right now, but he seemed happy to talk to someone other than a fangirl. Maybe I should try to find him and see if he's alright. I should also try to talk to the people I met yesterday. I could use some friends around here. Okay, new objective, try to find Axel. And explore the school and talk to your classmates. I have no idea where to find people, but we can try. Probably the first thing we should check should be the cafeteria. Like, oh, okay. Honestly, I love the animations. Like, all of this. Like the way the dots move around. Really nice. Okay, let's see. Okay, so no one is there. Oh, entrance, okay. Dude, where were you yesterday? Ellie and I searched the entire school for you. Tegan was speaking to a guy I hadn't seen before. I wasn't even back at Arlington. Just came back this morning. I had that thing, remember? Why? You've missed picture day. You're gonna have to go ask Tadashi to arrange something for you, and let me tell you, he's not happy today. God damn it, is it Axel again? Most likely. Well, remind me to bring some popcorn for the daily fights. Hi Tegan. Tegan gave me a small smile. Hi Forrest. Hi, how come I haven't seen you around before? Oh, I'm new here. My name's Forrest. Nice to meet you. I'm Tyler, your resident artistic genius here at Arlington. And he's humble too. What can I say? I'm perfect. Nice smirk. So, what are you guys up to? Well, Tyler missed picture day, but all he cares about is partying. Partying? This afternoon at the dorms. You'll hear about it, trust me. Yeah, well, I just received my copy of Fourth Day. Okay. Come on, man. Hell no. Plus, my sister is going to be there. Yeah, I gotta admit, I'm not too keen on talking to her. We get an option. I mean, we aren't yet at 50%, so I can just flirt. Fourth day. Hey, Tegan, if Tyler goes to the party, do you think we could go play together? Sure. I would want to play that. Although I would be awfully bad at it. I would like this blush. I kind of wanted to play with him though, since I know he has no real chance of winning against me. Well, I would either, so... Say what now? Oh, I think he just got provoked. Damn it, fine, but you better let me be player one. I'll text Raquel and tell her I can't come. Is Raquel hosting that party? And text Tadashi to tell him you need to take your picture. No way, man. He has so much to do already right now. First day of classes is always killer for him. I'll do it tomorrow. I think you should do it today. Do what feels right to you. Yeah, you should do it tomorrow. I think you should do it today. Tadashi may be busy, but I doubt he'll bite. Huh, that guy turns into a monster when he's stressed. Oh, come on, it can't be that bad. You've still got a lot to learn, new kid. But you're right. I might as well do it today. Oh shoot, I just remembered. We had this book to read over the summer. What was it called again? I need to read that before fourth period. You don't even know the title and you expect to read hundreds of pages just like that? You don't know if you don't try. Photographic memory, remember? You're insane. Come on, I'll lend you my copy. See you later, Forrest. Later, you guys. Ah, that was nice, okay. Where do we go next? Oh. Alistair is in the back of the gym lifting weights. Once he saw me, he put his dumbbell down and waved at me. Do you do this every day? Working the same muscle intensely for 2 days in a row can be dangerous, so I switch it up. But I do train every day. Wow, you must be passionate. That's what you need to be to make it to the Olympics. The Olympics? Oh, cool. What's your sport? Or are you sure you're going to make it there? The last one is so mean. Yeah, we would definitely would like to know. Boxing, but I pretty much train in martial arts in general. Oh, we got a plus. Wow, do you have a professional boxing name? Not yet. I'll try to pitch in some ideas then. And I'll be sure to note them down. Oh, okay. Alistair's phone vibrated. He took it out, read his text, and broke into a huge smile. Whoa! I've never seen someone become so happy because of a text. He'd smile. It's my little sister. She just got a cell phone and now she can't stop texting me about our family's daily lives. Back home, we're a full house, 5 children. Holy cow, that's a lot. Of course. 5? Sounds like you were never bored. I've always wanted siblings, or doesn't it get a little overwhelming? 5 sounds like... And that's surprising. I couldn't get a minute of peace and quiet. It was really hard leaving them. I call them every night, but it just isn't the same. But what can you do? You don't just refuse a scholarship from Arlington Academy. Wait, what? You're a scholarship student too? Yeah. Somehow this made me really happy. I wasn't the only one in my class. Seeing you earlier in class reminded me of how I felt when I first came here. The people here are nothing like back home. Oh, tell me about it. But you'll get the hang of it. I already had Tadashi when I came here, but it's not as hard as you think to make friends. I really hope he's alright. I know it's hard to believe, but some of the people here have been through a lot. They might seem closed off to you at first, but despite their social background, they really aren't as intimidating as you think. I guess so. Anyway, I've got to finish my reps. See you around school. Later, Alistair. Okay. You just... Oh, that was fast. Hey, Tadashi. Hey, Forrest. I mean to ask you, have you seen Axel anywhere? I really need to talk to that jerk of the school staff will be chasing us both down. I don't lie, so let's tell the truth. I saw him in the cafeteria. He's the one that showed me where my class was this morning. I probably wouldn't have made it otherwise. Seriously? I'm surprised he hasn't snapped at you. How did you tame the dragon? He actually did snap at me. He was taking a nap and I woke him up to ask for directions. I think he thought I was going to ask him for an autograph. Oh, of course he did. In any case, thanks Forrest. I'll go check if he's still in the cafeteria. No problem. But what is it so important for you to find him? Tadashi sighed. Axel is kind of infamous for breaking rules. whether he's causing trouble at school or pulling a publicly stunt. A publicity stunt. Jeez, English. So, as you can imagine, there are hordes of paparazzi currently outside the school's gate trying to get a shot. I've tried everything in the past, but they simply won't budge. Unless they see Axel. That guy loves attention, but this is private Arlington Academy property. It's his responsibility to deal with his outside visitors. Lady Arlington is up my ass about stressing the importance of responsibility to my fellow students. Oh, I understand. But how come the school isn't taking action against the paparazzi? Yeah, why not? They've tried everything. Calling the cops, threats, nothing works. Only Axel can get rid of them. Yeah, that's why I really got to find him before they demolish our gate. Thanks for the intel. I owe you one. Later. Okay. I entered the cafeteria, which was already full of people. I looked around, hoping to spot Axel in the crowd, but he was nowhere to be found. Raquel wasn't kidding when she said he was a pro at hiding. Hey, if it isn't Miss Rodriguez's favorite newbie. Oh, speak of the devil. You're really lucky, you know. She's usually ruthless when it comes to new students. Especially when it comes to scholarship students. Really? I wonder why I didn't get detention. And probably the face you made. I don't think I've ever seen someone blush so hard. Oh man, I hate my alarm so much for not ringing. Hey, no sweat. These things happen. Also, if you feel like saving your reputation and making friends around here, you should come to our homecoming dorm party tonight. That's the party Tyler was talking about earlier. Arlington Academy allows us to throw dorm parties? Of course not. What? Don't make that face. There's a homecoming cocktail the school is throwing tonight, but it's lame as hell. A bunch of teachers reminding students of the rules, Tadashi pulling a perfectly crafted speech out of his ass 5 minutes before facing the audience, Lady A putting on some classical music and getting way too excited over Mozart. You know, all that fun, academically approved stuff. So, what usually happens is that we throw a better homecoming party in the dorms while the teachers are busy supervising the school's official cocktail in the gym. We've never been caught so far. Wow! I always imagined Arlington Academy students to be more rich, snobby, stickler for rules. Well, yeah, we have plenty of those too. Oh, they are not invited to the party. She winked at me. I'm really glad you are like that. You seem really cool. Or I don't know, I'm a little scared of getting caught. Oh, well, she does seem very cool. Wow, I'm touched. Hey, it's true. I definitely want to hang out with you more. Especially outside of class. Straightforward and honest. I like you already, newbie. In any case, you're free to come if you want to. If we're lucky, Axel might even show up. That guy is great at parties. Yeah, that sounds awesome. I knew I saw a party animal inside you, newbie. Nah, it's only because you made it sound so fun. Well, if ever you decide to come, the party is near my dorm, and it starts right when Arlington's homecoming cocktail starts. When in doubt, follow the music, and it should lead you straight there. Okay. Raquel took a quick look at her phone before gasping. Oh shit, afternoon training starts soon. Coach will kill me if I'm late again. She gobbled up her sandwich in record time. I doubt that's good for you before playing sports. She could get a cramp. See you later, Forrest. See ya. Yeah, she could get a cramp. Don't think anyone will be here. Well, we can check. Yeah. Nobody there. Oh. I entered the classroom and immediately spotted Claire at the back. Oh, she's angry. She was on the phone and looked very upset. What do you mean it's not working? I thought it was the best they could offer. It's okay, we'll figure it out. I'm going to... She stopped when she saw me. I have to go. I'll call you tonight. Hey, Forrest, do you need anything? Oh, no, actually. I was just wandering around looking for someone to talk to. I'm not exactly the outgoing type. It's alright, I adapt. I don't mind that. I'd really like to be... Honestly, both of those are me, so like... Me too. What a cutie. So, what's up? My life is pretty boring. I don't think you'd want to hear much of it. But ask me a question and I'll oh my god. But ask me a question and I'll do my best to answer. Well, I was wondering why you were so interested in the school's medical herbs. Yeah, that would be nicer. I want to be a neurosurgeon on one day. The human brain fascinates me. Wow, that's awesome. I actually volunteer at the city's hospital every weekend. I love to help patients get better. I hope that someday I'll be able to save lives. Oh, I'm sure you will. It's also like really sweet of her. Claire blushed slightly as she smiled. Damn, that's like the cutest sprite in the entire game, I think. In any case, I have some homework to finish. It was nice talking to you. Talk to you later, Claire. When I entered the dorms, I heard a few sobs coming from the bathrooms. Curious, I walked over to the door. That's when I heard a familiar voice. Useless, useless, useless. Were those tears in her eyes? I need to work harder. It needs to be better. She looked very distressed, and it was making me a little concerned. Carolina didn't seem like the type of person that could be easily shaken. I decided to make my presence known. Hey Carolina, are you okay? The moment she saw me, Carolina's eyes went cold, and all traces of emotion on her face were gone. Ooh. Who gave you the right to speak to me? I was speechless. I was just wondering if you... She narrowed her eyes at me and walked to me slowly. Let's get something clear. I don't hang out with anybody. I don't hang out with just anybody. The people I want as friends, I want them to be the best. I need them to be the best. I need friends that will be able to handle it when I dominate the fashion industry in a couple of years. I want a crew of competent people I can depend on. So a scholarship student with no distinctive background or talent like you? Not interested. Stay out of my way. Her words struck me like little ice shards, honestly. Oh, they were so mean. I couldn't believe it. Was I really being threatened like this because of my scholarship? Was this why she and Alistair clashed earlier during class? Still, I didn't want to let myself be intimidated by her. Honestly, yeah. Screw you. You're judging me without even getting to know me. So yeah, I will stay out of the way. I'd rather die than to have friends as close-minded and stuck up as you. Good luck dominating the fashion industry with a crappy attitude. Oh, achievement unlocked. Newbie attitude. Stand up to Carolina in the dorm bathroom in chapter 2 and have her comment on that fiery attitude of yours. Huh. You've got quite an attitude yourself. If you weren't you, I'd probably admire that. Want my advice though? Tone it down when you're speaking to someone clearly better than you. I was getting more and more upset. Fuck you. Carolina cleared her throat and took her makeup back with her. Oh, and stay away from Nia and Tadashi. They deserve better than you. She left the bathroom without saying anything else. Ugh! I feel so enraged and hurt. I can't believe how quickly her opinion about me changed. Just yesterday she was being civil and now I'm not good enough to even speak to her? How many students are like Carolina? How many of them would treat me this way because of my scholarship? Would I even be able to make some friends at Arlington? Especially considering I have someone like Carolina as my dorm neighbor. Guess I'll have to find out. Ouch. That was mean. Oh my god. I made my way to the second hallway, where I spotted Nea sitting on one of the couches. She was scribbling what looked like clothes in a sketchbook. Carolina's warning echoed in my head. But from what I've seen from Tadashi and Nia, they don't seem to care about my scholarship. I can't let Carolina intimidate me like this. If Nea and I get along, there's nothing she can do about it. Hey Nea! She jumped slightly out of surprise. She must have been very focused on her designs. Oh, hey, sorry, I'm kind of busy at the moment. Oh, okay. She was much more off than compared to yesterday. Was it because she heard about my scholarship? No, I can't I can't assume those things. It's better for me to judge her behavior without being influenced by my feelings. Actually, Nia, can I ask you a question? Sure. She didn't bother looking up from her sketchpad. I saw Carolina in the dorm bathroom. She didn't look too good. That, however, made her eyes shut up. What do you mean by that? I think she was crying. She kept repeating that she should work harder for something. Do you know what's up? Nea paused for a second, soaking in my words, then let out a heavy sigh. She's been acting weird lately. I've been trying to talk to her, but nothing works. On top of that, she's in bad physical shape. She doesn't want to admit it, but I've seen her tremble and struggle to keep her eyes open. She keeps talking about how she's got massive photo shots coming up. Maybe it's the stress. I'm really worried about her. How long has she been acting like this? I am too. It still doesn't explain her behavior. Yeah, she won't tell me anything, and I'm her best friend. She might have found out about... sorry, I'm rambling. Did she say anything to you? Well... I debated whether or not I should tell her about my confrontation with Carolina, but maybe it would help Nia find out what's going on. When I saw Carolina in the bathroom, I tried to ask her if she was okay. She completely shut me out and told me that I should stay away from both you and Tadashi. She said it was because of my scholarship. Oh. I see. Carolina, she has this thing against scholarship students. Well, it's more like a thing against people she doesn't consider a worthy addition to her life. But that's crazy. You can't judge someone without knowing them. She can't know whether or not someone will be a worthy addition to her life right away. When you've been through the things she's been through, you can't afford mistakes. You need people you are sure you can count on. There was something about the way she said it that almost made me shiver. The more I spend time with Arlington Academy students, the more I feel like I'm not in the same league as them. I don't think I'll ever get close. Hey Nia, do you care about my scholarship? I mean, despite Carolina hating me now, you don't seem to mind. It took a couple of moments for her to answer me. Her eyes stared at the floor, and she seemed to be fighting her thoughts. No, I don't care. Carolina might not like it, but I think we get along decently. But she means a lot to me, and when I'm hanging out with her, I'd rather you not be there. I hate seeing her upset, especially with whatever is bothering her right now. It's nothing personal. I understand. Still, ouch. We can still be friends though, right? Maybe. I mean, I've only known you for a day and a half, but if you're willing to help me find out what's upsetting Carolina, then I'm definitely going to consider. I'll try to help in any way I can. Be subtle about it though. I have to go. I'm supposed to be launching my new collection in 2 weeks, and I'm already filled with pre-orders. You sell the clothes you make? The clothes? They are more than just clothes. And yes, they usually sell out pretty quickly, so place an order as soon as you can if you're interested. Please contact me via any of my social media accounts. I do not negotiate prices and I do not customize my pieces. No returns or refunds accepted. Only exchanges. Thank you for your interest. Wow, alright. It's almost scary how Nia went from a smiling normal teenager to fashion tycoon in less than 10 seconds. See you later, Nia. Damn. Lunchtime was almost over, so I checked my schedule to make sure I knew where my classes were. My next class is in this classroom. Hi Forrest, want to join us? I hadn't noticed the small group of people in the back of the classroom. Hi, what are you guys up to? It's just a weekly robotics club meeting. We're almost done, so you can use the classroom soon. Oh, no, take your time. I was just exploring. Okay. She's adorable. So, remember guys, the competition is in 2 months and Arlington has not lost in 5 years. Let's give it our best shot. First designs are due next week and we start building in 2. Alright, see you guys on Friday. The rest of the group started to leave the class. Ellie stayed around, writing down a few things on a notepad. First meeting of the year? Check. I've never seen someone so excited about starting school. Hey, I love learning, and I love crushing the competition even more. Oh yeah, I adore that. The annual robotics competition is right around the corner, and Arlington's team will be participating in the high school division. I'm so excited. I can't wait to start building. Okay, I hope I picked the right one. Adore. How much do I have to pay you for a robot that can do my homework? It's way too early to start working this hard. Or do you think you're going to win? Honestly, that's a nice sense of humor. Well, I don't do it for the money, but I'll take a couple hundreds of thousands of dollars. I can give you my eternal gratitude and pay you a lunch? As much as I appreciate that, I'm going to have to refuse. Shoot. Unfortunately, I couldn't do that even if I wanted to. For a robot to be able to do your homework, it would require me to program a software for it, and I'm not the best person for that. Tegan is. Generally, I'm in charge of setting up the hardware around here. I try my best to get him to join the club to help the software team, but he always refuses. We could be unbeatable with his skills. Oh, that's too bad. The amount of talent in this school still astounds me. Try not to despair too much. There's always a way to get away with not doing your homework. And how exactly can you be so sure? Experience. But anyway, I've got our second meeting to prepare and lunchtime is almost over. I wanted to go to Raquel's party tonight, but something tells me I'm going to get a little too invested in my robot's designs. Oh, that's right, I had forgotten about Raquel's party. I wonder who's going to go tonight. As long as you have fun. Exactly. See you later, Forrest. See ya, Queen. Oh. After searching all over the school, I ended up meeting pretty much everyone except Axel. I sighed dejected. I would have really wanted to talk to him more. It was really cool of him to show me to my class this morning. The bell was about to ring. I began gathering my things from my locker and was about to head to my classroom when... There you are! I swiftly turned around to see Tadashi grabbing Axel by his sleeve. Oh man, I was so close to getting through the day without seeing you. Tadashi did not look very happy. Trust me, I would have done anything to avoid seeing your face if this wasn't a necessity. You're gonna do something about your stupid paparazzi outside or else... Or else what, Tadashi? You're gonna give me the tension? My life is ruined. This is not going to end well. Look here, you useless jerk. This isn't about you. I know it's hard for you to understand when things aren't about you, but this is about the school. Those reporters are on private school grounds and can greatly hurt the reputation of Arlington. Furthermore, you're wasting the time of everyone trying to deal with your shit when you could have easily dealt with them this morning. And lastly, to add to all the bullshit you've put me through, you've skipped more than 25% of your classes, most of them unjustified, and so you should have reported to Lady Arlington's office months ago. So do me a favor and go to the front gate, let them get that stupid shot of you and then take your sorry ass to the principal's office. A small crowd was beginning to form, most of them excited to see Axel. I spotted Raquel, Alistair and Carolina in the crowd looking pretty concerned. Axel, who looked mostly nonchalant before, now had a piercing glare on his face. I'm going to have to deny your request. You've got to be kidding. I don't care what you or the school wants. My whole freaking life is about dealing with shit the media throws at me. I'm not going to listen to some stuck-up guy who thinks he's important just because he won some oh-so-prestigious student council presidency. I've literally slept 4 hours in the last 3 days because unlike you, I'm making some real money thanks to my real fans. So I have a favor to ask you. Leave me alone. You're not the only celebrity at the school. When you're here, you're the same as every single student here. I don't care how many fans you have or how much money you have in your bank account. So shut up and take care of your shit. Whew. Axel and Tadashi's yells became more and more infuriated, and teachers were starting to spot the crowd. Somebody had to do something before they got in trouble. From across the crowd, Carolina seemed to sense my intention and gave me a warning look. Oh, I'm going to deal with her later. For now, I'm going to knock some sense into both of them. I pushed my way into the center where Tadashi and Axel stood. This is ridiculous. You're going to get each other in trouble because of some stupid paparazzi. Tadashi, you're obviously stressed out and being in your position sucks, but that's no reason to talk to him like that. Get it together. You're not the only one who has to work hard because of their job. I pointed at Axel. Axel, whether you like it or not, these people are here because of you. And Tadashi's right. When you're at Arlington, you're a student just like anybody else. It's only fair that you at least try to help us out. So, please? Both guys stared at me with wide eyes. I think they were mentally debating whether or not they should thank me or plan my murder. I heard the crowd boo at me for stopping the fight. People started to leave. Well, new kid, you're certainly right about one thing. Getting in trouble because of paparazzi certainly isn't worth it. Even if it could really screw up Tadashi's file. I'm going to ignore that last comment and assume you're going to take care of the situation. Unfortunately, Tadashi, your assumption is wrong. He waved his cell phone in front of Tadashi's face. My agent is going to take care of the situation. He'll make sure those idiots don't show up on school grounds anymore. Does he also feed you with a baby spoon? No, but he could make sure you don't show up on school grounds anymore as well. Tadashi was about to lose his temper again. I stepped in before the fight could escalate even more. Come on, Tadashi. Teachers are coming this way. Oh shit, that's Miss Rodriguez. Well, I'm going to bounce. I haven't handed in an assignment in months and I know she's not going to be happy with me. Typical. Axel snuck out of the crowd so stealthily that I lost sight of him in a matter of seconds. As the crowd scattered, I spotted Alistair and Rackle. They smiled at me and nodded approvingly. Carolina, however, seemed to be trying to kill me with her glare. Achievement unlocked. Do not take either Tadashi or Axel's side during the fight in Chapter 2. They were both obnoxious anyway. True. Nice comment. The bell rang and I quickly grabbed my stuff and headed towards my next class. Okay. Go to classroom 2. Okay. I tried hard to focus and take notes in class, but my mind kept drifting off. I've been at Arlington for less than 2 days and I already feel like I need a vacation. Dad warned me about the school. He told me that students here are not like back home. He heard stories. I thought he was exaggerating, and of course I know that not everyone here is like that, but can I really be one of them? I can't give up now. Sure, there are some people that are going to judge me like Carolina did, but maybe I can be friends with those who don't. Like Raquel and Alistair. I should at least try to get to know some people better. I got invited to Raquel's party. That's already a good start. From what she's told me, people there sound really fun. And if I don't like it, I can just go back to my dorm since it's literally a 30-second walk. Okay, I made up my mind. I'm going to Raquel's party. That's a bell. The bell rang and the teacher quickly assigned us our homework before the class emptied itself. I made my way to the dorms. Okay, let's prepare to the party. Once in my dorm, I let myself crash on my bed. Raquel told me that the party starts when Arlington's cocktail starts, so I still have a couple more hours. The music's probably going to be loud, so I'll know when to leave. I looked around my dorm and grounds. Everything was so messy due to me rushing out this morning. But somehow, I couldn't bring myself to clean up. I was anxious and exhausted, and the combination of both felt very weird. Come on, Forrest. Might as well pick out your outfit for the party. Somehow, this made me even more anxious. Why is my brain like this? I'm just going to a party. There is nothing to be anxious about. Teenage prodigies from rich families. I thought about Axel. And celebrities. Oh my god, what am I even doing going to this party? I better choose my outfit well. Oh, that's nice. I spent hours anxiously piecing together the perfect outfit. I was so focused that I had not noticed the music coming from the hallway. When I looked at the time, I realized the party had already started a long time ago. I gasped before grabbing my cell phone and making my way out of my dorm. Follow the music, Forrest. I think we don't even have to go far. Wow. There were at least 50 people in the hallway, and that was only because they couldn't all fit inside Raquel's dorm. I saw Raquel banging her head to the music, a drink in hand. Oh, that's a nice one. That's a very nice ride. She's so hot. I quickly walked to her. Hey, hot lady. Forrest, you came. Yeah, I didn't expect it to. I didn't expect it to be so huge. We actually have less people than last year. This is insane. How did they manage not to get cough? I caught a familiar smell from Raquel's drink. My eyes widened as I realized what it was. Raquel, are you serving alcohol? She put her finger against her lips. Shh, it's just fruit juice. Oh my god. Suddenly, everyone around me started cheering loudly. I quickly looked around, and I immediately understood what was happening. Mr. Rockstar is here. Axel, my man, it's nice to see you again. I was scared you wouldn't show up. Now the party can really start. Yeah, it's been forever since I've gone to an Arlington dorm party, and I know Tadashi is too busy entertaining Lady A and the rest of the school staff to come here. Holy shit, Raquel. How did you manage to sneak alcohol in here? I have my ways. You're crazy, you know that. Don't worry, I didn't bring in enough to get people drunk. Just a little tipsy, that's all. There is no way I'm cleaning up vomit and taking care of passed out people. The punch bowl is in my dorm. I'll pass, thank you. Axel seemed to notice my presence, and the focus of the conversation quickly shifted to me. I didn't expect to see you here, newbie. You looked so lost this morning, and now look at you, blending in perfectly. People seemed to glare at me for talking to Axel. You probably would prefer that. Okay. I didn't expect to see you here. Weren't you passed out due to exhaustion this morning? After all this paparazzi fiasco, or did I look that lost? Probably this. I didn't expect to see you here. Weren't you passed out due to exhaustion this morning? This wasn't my first tour, you know. I've gone days without sleep because of work, so you can bet I can do that for a party. The music suddenly changed and the cheering got even louder, with people around chanting Axel's name. I remember writing this song back when I was 13. Now I've performed it in front of thousands of people in more than 20 different cities. Holy crap! The song playing was one of Axel's songs. That's awesome. So, what do you think about it? The song wasn't inherently bad, but in my opinion it lacked something unique. But should I really critique Axel's work? I mean, considering he's a genuine celebrity and I'm just a regular teenager, would it be smart for me to do that? I thought about the fight between Tadashi and Axel earlier. Tadashi mentioned how it didn't matter who Axel was, he was still an Arlington student and had to be treated as any other. And Axel had seemed so exhausted, so emotionally drained by the paparazzi. He clearly doesn't want to be dehumanized like that anymore. He deserves to be treated like a normal guy. You don't have to prepare a grand critique. A simple yes or no would be fine. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize how lost in thought I was. Well, personally, I find your song to be too generic. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not bad, but you seem like a guy that can do more than just not bad. Please don't be mad, please don't be bad, please don't be mad. Well, you do have a point. Oh, thank God. Sometimes music seems too much like a business to me. I mean, it is an industry, so it's understandable. But success comes with a price that's very superficial. You're definitely right about that. I nearly had a heart attack as Carlina snuck up on our conversation. Nice dress. There is not much you can do about it. The only way to change things is to become an authority in said industry. And nobody takes you seriously if you don't live up to the standards. You've got to know the rules before breaking them. Until then, you have to mind your own business and stay out of people's lives. Her eyes pierced through me at those last words and I felt shivers going down my spine. But there's no way I'm going to let her ruin my chances of being friends with Axel. Yeah, he's a cool guy. You're looking gorgeous, Carlina, as always. It's a shame that Tadashi barely notices. Carolina's cheeks turned red, but I wasn't sure if it was because of anger or embarrassment. Does Carolina like Tadashi? Also, that's cute. That would explain a lot. Tadashi is a very busy guy. I know he wants to hang out with me, he just doesn't have the time. Yeah, okay. And I don't have time either. I'm very busy in between photoshots. We only talk to each other in class and... Look, Carolina, I don't care. All I care about is keeping our relationship strictly professional. Speaking of which, where's Nia? I wanted to talk to her about my next magazine shoot. Oh, she's coming. She wanted to call her parents before going to the party. Different time zones and all. Actually, with all the noise the party is making, I'd rather call them tomorrow. Oh, are all fashion department students secretly ninjas? And also wearing very good clothes? I'm going to be busy for the next week, Axel. Book an appointment with me and I get back to you. Since when do I need to do that? She's very in demand. During this whole conversation, Raquel and I stood there staring. She seemed bored out of her mind. People, is this a party or a freaking business meeting? That's exactly what I was wondering. Come on, guys. Axel joined a little crowd of students that were still dancing to his song. Raquel didn't waste time in doing the same. Even with Nia and Carolina still here, I felt strangely abandoned. Carolina looked at me for a moment, then her eyes wandered to my outfit. Her skin seemed paler than earlier and she had bags under her eyes. Is there something wrong? She completely ignored me. Come on, Nia, let's get something to drink. What? But you've been feeling so weak recently. Do you think it's a good idea for you to... Water. I'm only going to get some water. Oh. They both left towards Raquel's dorm, where I assumed the drinks were. Nia turned around to give me a worried look. She seemed to need my help. But Carolina clearly doesn't want me to help. What should I do? Do we go and party? It's best to leave it to Nia. I'm going to dance. Or should I keep... I should keep an eye on them anyway. Carolina may be the worst person I've met at Arlington so far, but she and Nia could use some help. I made my way to Raquel's dorm. Carolina took a bottle of water from the table and poured the contents into her red cup. Once she saw me, her eyes narrowed sharply. Looks like someone can't understand a hidden message. If you're referring to the "you have to mind your own business and stay out of people's lives" speech you gave to Axel, then no, that message wasn't hidden. And even if it was, I don't feel very inclined to take advice from you. Then why are you here? You want my picture? Sorry, but I'm a professional. Her condescending tone was driving me insane. Oh. That looks nice. She's tall. Jeez. I don't want any of your work. You just seem like you're seconds away from passing out, and it's not okay to leave Nia alone when she clearly... I don't recall hearing Nia ask for you. Carol, it's fine. Let's just go somewhere else. I took a look at Carolina's cup. Her hands were shaking almost violently. Nia noticed immediately. Carol, you need to sit down. I'm fine. Carolina's scream somehow didn't come out as strong as she wanted to. Her voice seemed to slowly diminish in volume. Suddenly, Carolina's eyes rolled up and her legs gave up on her. I darted towards them. Carol! Nia quickly cuffed Carolina's body before her head hit the ground. Carolina's cup fell out of her hand and the water spilled everywhere. People started gasping around us. Oh my gosh, what happened? What should we do? I tried hard not to panic and followed my first rational instinct. I went close to Carolina's face and checked if she was breathing. It looks like she only passed out. I knew this would happen. She's exhausted. Forrest, should we move her? Get her to her bed? How is she that drunk? Damn, how much did she drink? People around us started looking at Carolina funny, thinking she passed out due to alcohol. But she only had water in her cup. Nia and I saw her. What is going on? Why did she faint? Forrest? Yeah, let's get her to her dorm. People are starting to stir. Alright. We made sure Carolina's body was secure in our arms. Thankfully, her dorm was right next to Raquel's. Nia and I carefully placed Carolina on her bed. I wish she would have told me how weak she felt. She probably didn't realize it herself. Carolina doesn't seem like the type. I didn't want to go back to the party, and neither did Nia. We stayed in Carolina's dorm in silence for a couple of minutes, occasionally glancing at Carolina to see if she was okay. I was about to call an ambulance when Carolina groaned and slowly opened her eyes. Nia? Nia jumped out of her chair. Carol, what happened? You tell me. 1 second I was at the party and... She stopped when she spotted me, her face losing all emotions in a split of a second. You. Out. Forrest helped get you here. I don't care. I don't need this right now. Did anybody else see me faint? Nia looked at me, wondering if she should give an answer right away. A couple of people at the party. I wasn't talking to you. Leave. I knew there wasn't anything Mia could have said to reason with Carolina at the moment. I gave her an understanding look and made my way out of the dorm. The music started to die out in the hallway, and Raquel kicked out several people from her dorm. The party was coming to an end. I made my way back to my own dorm and closed the door behind me. I kept thinking back at everything that had happened today. I don't think I've ever felt so emotionally exhausted in my entire life. I wish I could go back home where things were easier and simple. But easy and simple won't make you succeed. You knew things were going to be hard. Get it together, Forrest. Oh. For now, sleep will do. Though something tells me that things will only get crazier from now on. Well, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. The questions from the previous episodes all still stand, of course, since from episode 3, I think we start going the romantic road, if you want to. Anyway, thank you a lot for watching, and I guess I will see you next time. Bye bye!